Hello, everyone. Well, today is officially the last day of 2025. It is currently New Year's Eve, and I decided to share my last grocery haul of 2025 with you all. So, without further ado, I am going to go ahead on and jump into sharing. So I do want to say that um, I did go to two different stores. I went to mainly everything came from Walmart, with the exception of a few things that I needed from Market Street because I couldn't find, well, some of it that I did see at Walmart I didn't like. So I just decided to pick that up from Market Street. But the bulk of the haul came from Walmart. And at Walmart, I spent a total of a little over $155. My receipt is digital, so it's on my phone. I can't really go to it to see it right now because I always get my Walmart receipt text to me. But with that being said, I will start off with the produce that I did pick up from Walmart. So I did pick up these bananas. I thought they looked pretty nice. And I always have to get a few bananas that I can eat immediately. So I chose three of those. And I picked up two bell pepper. So also in produce, I did pick up this stalk of celery. And now we're going to move on to my proteins. And I should tell you the base of all of this that I'm sharing. I am Shortly after this video, I will be preparing a pot of gumbo. I know that New Year's Day is more of a tradition of black eyed peas, cabbage, and things like that. But I love gumbo. I have not made gumbo this holiday season at all. And that is what I plan to be making. So for my gumbo, I have here crawfish tails. I decided to take the easy route with my shrimp. And I have these cooked shrimp, which the only difference is in these is I add them closer to the end than mid end. I know how to time it because they are pre-cooked. And I have used these before, so I know it's not going to be a fail. So I'll use these shrimp because I want to get this done a little quickly. So I do like gizzards in my gumbo. Some people don't like gizzards, but I am traditional and I love gizzards in my gumbo. So I do have gizzards. I also have turkey sausage, mainly for flavor. I used to add things like WD sausage. There's a sausage called Paliska sausage or something like that. But I don't eat pork, so I try not to use that type of stuff. And I have some split breast that I'm going to go ahead on and chop up and add to it also. And what is gumbo without the rice? So I have here my parboiled rice, and I have this one. I had a little left in my jar, but it's time to refill this. So I will be refilling it with this. And I also have here my jasmine rice because I love jasmine rice. Sometimes I'll mix it with sushi rice. I just love the flavor of jasmine rice and sushi rice together for when I'm doing a lot of my Asian inspired meals. So I picked up 2 bags of rice. I also picked up this Welch's Concord grape juice, and this is what me and my daughter will toast the new year in with because we won't be drinking. So we have our grape juice to welcome in the new year. Biscoff. Okay, so let me give you a little tip with the Biscoff. For one, I love Biscoff. So I forgot my croissants. So a good way to have this is you take and you split your croissant in half. And what I do is I'll wrap it up in foil and put it in my air fryer. My air fryer has several different modes on it. It has bake. Let's see if I can put it over. Okay, so I have the Instapot and it has several different modes on it. Should I turn it? Let's see. Hopefully you can see it better like that. Okay, so it has several different modes on it. It has where I can air fry, roast, bake, broil, or what have you. But I normally put it on bake and have my croissant wrapped up. Oh gosh, let's a piece of paper. 1 second, this thing is heavy. Okay, I'm back. So normally I'll take my croissant, cut it in half, and let it warm up for maybe get nice and toasty for maybe about 4 minutes. Once that's done, I'll add this Biscoff and slice a banana. Oh my, talk about an amazing breakfast. That is so good. You can even do it like on English muffins, or if you want, just do it on toast. But my favorite go-to with that is croissants. And I forgot to pick my croissants up. It was on my mind, but I walked out the store and forgot them. So another great breakfast item is my Nosa cups. And I really been feeling vanilla lately. They had the 4-pack lemon, but lately I have just been feeling vanilla. And so I just picked up 2 of the vanilla yoga cups. So I have here my chocolate chip lovers Nestle Toll House cookies. I love these. Another tip about these is I keep these in the freezer. So the reason I don't get the tub, my oldest daughter, she gets the tub. I used to do stuff like that, but I don't get the tub because I like to bake as I go. And most of the time I'll break 2 cookies off of here unless my younger daughter wants cookies also. I'll break off maybe 4 and just bake them, but I always keep the entire pack in the freezer. So this is going straight to the freezer from here, and I'll break them all frozen. I bake them frozen and they come out perfectly. So another freezer item that I have been excited to share with you guys are these Better Goods stuffed pastries. So these 2 are the 2 that I had in my freezer already. These 2 are the 2 that I picked up today, and I wanted to leave those in the freezer, but I'm going to tell you why I have so many of them. I have so many of them because these are absolutely delicious. To mix sweet with savory, the way these things are mixed, and if you just prefer the savory, then you don't have to use the raspberry sauce that comes with it, and it'll just be savory. You can even probably put like a garlic butter or something on it and serve it with dinner. But these are so good, and they rise just like a bakery pastry. That's why I wanted to put these away immediately. The ones that I picked up today, because they were out. They were one of the first things I picked up when I walked in the store, which I should have picked them up last. But I probably wouldn't have picked up 2 more, but I did because they're on rollback right now. Normally they're like a little over $6 a piece. Today, since they were on rollback, they were like $4.40 or $4.50, something like that a piece. So that's why I picked up 2 more, which they won't go to waste because I can have this with coffee for breakfast and I'm totally satisfied. So I am going to make a video preparing one, because to prepare it all together, can take about 7 to 8 hours because of the fact that you take it out of the freezer frozen, sit it in the pan, and it actually has to rise. So it takes anywhere from, I want to say it may have it on the bag, from 4 to 6 hours to thaw and rise, and then you bake it at 325 for another 27 to 30 minutes. So it is like having a real bakery pastry. Better Goods is doing really, really good with a lot of their stuff. They also have something that I didn't pick up today. I didn't pick it up because I'm going to do gumbo and I'm just going to make that a meal for the week. I also have salmon in the freezer, so I didn't want to do too much. But they have these little chicken bites, the ones that come in like the teal green bag. They're absolutely delicious. You can spray those with a little bit of Pam or something, put them in your air fryer, and they are really good. Okay, so next I have this bag of sharp cheddar because I love cheddar biscuits with my gumbo, and so I picked up a bag of cheddar so that I can prepare some cheddar biscuits. So I have Lipton soup mix because I just love cooking with Lipton soup mix. There's so many different things that I like preparing that I add Lipton soup mix to. So I picked up 2 of these. So I picked up this Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce because I am going to smoke my salmon. And I love, when I smoke my salmon, I love to add barbecue sauce on top of it. It just brings it to a different level. I also have here some Bragg liquid aminos, and I have some liquid smoke. And then I have here this agave, and I love the amber colored agave. I sometimes get the golden one, but I love the amber colored one for some reason. And I use this for tea and cereal. My main cereal being Rice Krispies. They just do not hit right without my agave. So, and moving on, I picked up 3 cans of this Carnation evaporated milk, and I picked this up because I will be preparing some Clarine candies. I just love them. I didn't pick up the rest of my ingredients for them, so I just picked these up because they're on rollback. But that is probably one of the first treats of 2026 that I will be preparing. And funny, I did not prepare not one batch in 2025. And that's something that I never go a whole year without doing. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to make a quick trip to the store to get the rest of the ingredients, but if not, I have this on hand. This is my starter, and that's what that's for. So my daughter looked in the pantry the other day, and we have been eating less snacks, like a lot less. And she said, we need some snacks in here. It was late one evening. It was one of those late nights when it's too late to leave out the house. You don't really feel like leaving out the house to go to the store, and you're just looking in the pantry to see what you can snack on, and there wasn't really anything in there to snack on. So I decided to pick up a few snacks, and now we have snacks in the house. So I know she'll be happy to see that we have snacks. So lastly, from Walmart, I just picked up a few necessities, and I love the 91% alcohol. And this was the only peroxide that was left, only the little spray bottles. Now, I have one spray bottle that I have been using for years because I always get my peroxide. I'll pick up 1 alcohol and like 2 peroxides. And I always refill these because I like I just spray them for cleaning, for just all kind of stuff. So there was none on the shelf in this size. All they had were the spray bottles. So I just decided to go ahead on and pick up 2 of the spray bottles and the alcohol that I normally pick up. So this was it from the Walmart haul. This was everything I picked up from the Walmart haul. I'm going to show you the few little items that I did pick up from my Market Street haul. So one, I picked up this nice, beautiful onion. It has that little spot, but that's nothing. I have some sweet potatoes because I'm going to prepare some sweet potatoes on the side to go with my gumbo. I'm also going to make a potato salad. So I'm going to get down with this. And also, I decided to pick up my lump crab meat from Market Street also. So for this little small amount of stuff that I picked up from Market Street, this came to like 29 something. Yeah, so this one is a physical receipt. So you can see it's only these 3 items on here, 5 items altogether, but 3 different things on here. And it is $29.14. That's mainly because the crab meat was $23. But I don't like to compromise when it comes to stuff like that. When I'm doing things, I want it to come out right. So this was some beautiful lump crab meat. Walmart had claw meat. I'm not a fan of claw meat. So I knew where I had to go to find some nice crab meat. And also putting crab meat in the gumbo toward the end is a good way to not have to fight with the traditional way of peeling crabs. So I don't want to have to fight with crabs. So toward the end of the gumbo, I put the crab meat in there so it can mainly just soak up the seasoning and absorb the flavor of the gumbo. And it's not a fight to eat it, it's a joy to eat it. And that is that for this haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if I'm not back, I may try to be back. But if I am not back a little later, then enjoy the rest of 2025. We only have a few hours left of it. And Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you so much for watching.